はい、森の宮邸でございます。
黙ってねえでさっさと名乗れ。
Let's go. My name is BLUSH, man. And I'm back to play more. Oh my fucking god. I'm back. I'm back to play more Sinking City. That dope Lovecraftian game about Ben Affleck and solving crimes. Well-dressed men. Ape-faced men. You might think I'm talking about Batman, even though the ape-faced man is from Superman. But I'm not. I'm talking about the Sinking City. Welcome. I'm playing this game a little bit earlier in the daytime during the Super Bowl because I have no friends and I'm a lame dude. But I've been meaning to play games, earlier in the day, and I haven't gotten around to it because I'm a lazy motherfucker. So I'm doing it right now just to get it done before I go to work, and I have zero fucking time because I'm going to be tired all the time. So let me just fucking do it. Let's hop in with... I should probably eat because I haven't really eaten. I've just snacked on stuff. I graze like a cow. But I'm not going to do that. I have some tea, and the tea is going to get me right until it's time to eat. I have no idea how many parts this is going to be, but we're just going to slowly march along and see if we can get to the end of it. I'm pretty sure, I was just about to say, I'm pretty sure I know what's going on. Okay, it just takes a sec for it to load. So I'm just going to do the main case. Honestly, I don't give a fuck about all the side cases. I would like to do them, but the rate at which I'm going, it doesn't seem very likely that I'm going to solve most of these side missions, especially when I don't have a full understanding of the mechanics and I have to look at my map every 3 seconds. But you know what? We're just going to go in and we're going to do the thing. So the expedition's final dive was made near the cluster of underwater rocks known as Devil's Teeth. Devil's Teeth are not far from Oakmont Port. I have coordinates and should be able to get there by boat. Now we'll go over to the map. And I remember this. I think for some reason I died over there. And the Devil's Teeth are right there. Okay, that's not too hard. And we stay away from the red skulls. And my fucking controller is gonna turn off every 2 seconds. Word of advice, they have controllers now on Amazon that look exactly like Sony DualShock controllers. And you look at Sony's DualShock controller and you're like $60 or $70. No way. $60 for the gun black and then $70 for lavender. I'm not doing it. Or $89. I don't fucking know. And then you see the one right below it from a company you've never heard of, who said $20, and it looks exactly like a DualShock. It feels exactly like a DualShock. I guess Sony has the shapes copywritten for their controller, because nobody can ever just do a circle, which is kind of badass. You can't put regular shape on your controller anymore because Sony got that shit. If it matches the DualShock look. But it looks exactly like a DualShock. It feels like a DualShock. The only problem is they make them like iPhone cords, where you buy it, and then, I don't know if they do this anymore. Not iPhone cords. They make them like wired headphones, if any of the kids know what those are. They were headphones, kind of like AirPods, but they had a wire coming out of them on both sides. The nice part was when you dropped it, it would just dangle so you wouldn't step on it or lose it. So in the long run, it kind of saves you money. And the best part about that is they were only like $7 to $13. But this is what this is like. This is what that is like, I should say. The controller works beautifully. It works like a dream. But this cord, guaranteed after 2 months of me playing, and I don't even drop it or anything, the cord just stops working. I'm pretty sure there's something in their design where they make it, they probably put like a weakened spot on it. You know, like the Death Star? Why the fucking Death Star had that spot on it is beyond me. But it was there, and that's how the Allies won. But that's what this cord has, because I bought 2 or 3 of these things now. I think 2 from the same brand and then a third one from a different brand because it looked cool. It had like graffiti on it or something. I still have it. And the fucking cords break. Either the cord breaks or my joystick gets like motion drift out of nowhere. I doubt it's very hard to build a controller. Like, I know business is all about saving money. My controller just turned on and off like 7 times right now. It's all about saving money, but how come you can't just make something that works? Like, is there really somebody in a... Oh, I'm like already here. Is there really somebody in a boardroom who's like... We have been notified that there's a problem with our controllers and the wire breaks after about 2 months, and then, you know, maybe 1 in every 5 controllers will get this weird drift that they can't fix unless they take it all apart like some sort of mad scientist and somehow find 2 hours of their day to try and rebuild this $20 piece of shit. So we're gonna leave it like that because it happens to be cheap enough to where they'll just buy a new one from us because they say $20 every 2 months. Sure, man. Do they really want to take the chance on $70 and have the same thing happen? I doubt it. And who gets warranties for these things? A warranty requires you to mail it in. No one's gonna wait to play video games while something flies through the mail via carrier pigeon. It takes about as long for you to get it back as the IRS to fix your taxes if you fuck them up. I only did that shit once, and that was in the era of the Red Ring of Death on the Xbox. And that month was like, I want to bleed my fucking eyeballs. That's when Halo was still like Halo. And Call of Duty was still Call of Duty. If you take away a month, I'm going to be under-leveled. You know how many times you got to prestige in this bullshit? Or how many fucking weird symbols you got to get after you reach 50? Also, I just realized that TikTok totally stole Halo 2's rank system idea. Fuck you, TikTok. Okay, I'm underwater. The harpoon stuns hostile creatures for a short time. Flares light your way and can distract hostile creatures. If damaged, hold to slowly recover your diving suit's pressure. I'm for sure gonna fuck this up. Where's my harpoon? Do you reckon that? That's a flare. I'm just gonna get my gun out now. What was that? I better have unlimited air, because not really ready for speed runs. Boom. So, what is that? You're not gonna make a comment on that, whatever your name is? Johan? If I saw this, this is the second I would turn around. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. My sanity. How do I fix my sanity? Stop that. Alright, fuck it. Send a flare. My controller turned off. Move, dude. We're losing sanity. It's fucking weird tentacle things. I'ma literally have to go to Target and buy a stupid fucking controller. And if they don't have anything that's under $30, then I'm gonna come home with no controller. Okay? It's a nice little gun. Whoa. Oh! Yeah, how you like me now? That was easy. I'm so good at games. I'm great. I don't know why I'm not a popular streamer. What do you think, Lily? Because I don't stream? You might be right. Could be right.
The scientists didn't even take the tools with them.
What is this thing? I'm gonna get my gun out just in case. What's up, bro? You make any weird moves, well, you make any weirder moves than the little bunny rabbit thing you're doing, I might have to shoot you in your fucking face.
Gods lean over us. Gods crawl in us. Gods who have marked me as their aphid.
You're an aphid. Alright, I'm gonna shoot him just to end his misery. Hopefully he doesn't have any useful information for me. How he survived so long down here, it's been like a couple weeks.
Those suits are all cut up.
And I love how my guy has absolutely nothing to say about anything he sees down here except for the most basic shit. Oh, look, the suits are cut up. Well, did you look at that? It's a gun that somebody left. They didn't take their equipment? Minus the fucking bunny rabbit man and the giant sea creatures.
A cult sign. I think I better show Mr. Throckmorton. A ritual knife and a cult sign. I think I better show Mr. Throckmorton.
Am I supposed to take something from this?
A ritual knife.
Okay, I got it.
I think I better show Mr. Throckmorton.
But what does this symbol mean? It looks like a target and a guillotine. So, fuck it. I'm not gonna try to figure it out. Let your guess be as good as mine. Or better. Alright, what's up, blokes?
Sancta Mare, be our eyes, eyes to see the distant stars.
Yeah, you could see those with your regular eyes in case you were unaware.
Comes the sacred full-bellied bearer of splendor. Take me, make me, I beg you.
Bearer of what? Who are you talking to? What happened?
Our eyes, first, second, third, opened by the aura. You see much, yet do not see the splendid shell of the white virgin here sleeping.
Cut the horse crap. Give me a straight answer.
Nonsense. But it is meaning that is meaningless. Open yourself. Walk. Listen. Pray. Wake, you holy worm. take his skin and skull for your home. Take my worship and grant your kindness. I pray you.
I'm about to shoot both of these
You
guys.
see now, do you? The splendid horror of the truth.
Yeah, I'm gonna check this out. You stay right there with your crazy ass. I'm gonna go look at your base camp real quick. How you guys are finding food down here is absolutely amazing. I do applaud you on that. Alright, you ain't got shit over here. I'm coming back. I'm gonna listen to this conch thing and then I'm gonna kill you.
Preserved artifact. Was it the focus of their worship?
You see now, do you? The splendid horror of the truth.
I just saw another expedition team looking at something that was left behind.
Preserved artifact. Was it the focus of their worship?
Is that Mrs. Thogmorn, maybe? Alright, let me go to my palace. Could you get up off the ground? Don't embarrass me. Kyle. Whatever your fucking name is. Mad scientists. And then matter scientists. Save the... Oh, I already shot one. I can't leave the survivors to die here, even if their madness may influence others. This was not their fault. I have to abandon the survivors. Their infectious madness is too dangerous to bring to the surface. If they knew the risk. I'm for sure abandoning them. Are you kidding? I played games like these. This is going to be a turning point in the story, huh? So, let me think carefully. If we go based off of what happened on the ship, they were all drinking, and that was too much for them, and then they killed people. So I'm going to abandon the survivors. Alright, be right back. I have no idea. I don't know. Alright, yeah, so upon reflection, I'm for sure leaving the asses. I don't need that crazy coming back up with me. What if, first off, I only have one suit? Their suits are cut up. Second off, what if they push me off a ledge or something in the water? I'll fall right to the bottom. I'll be stuck. Alright. Good night, sweet prince. Where's the other man's? Alright. Just like Batman. Okay, I'm gonna keep looking. You guys stay where you are. What am I supposed to do with these parts? What does this stupid fucking symbol mean? Is this supposed to be clear to me? It looks like a saw duck. Like a duck, but it has a saw beak. And it's going into like an incinerator or something. If this is obvious as to what this means, it's not obvious to me. I mean, it seems pretty obvious that I need to put something on it, like an artifact. But if this is the artifact symbol, whoever went to fucking design school definitely tried way too hard. Alright, is there some crazy thing to look at? I'll just go over here. What am I supposed to do? The shitty part about this is deep one's gold. Massive golden brooch weighed down by milky pearls. Documents. Okay, to my dear nephew, the nightmares, keep it down. What? We're still here? There you go. Ship's log, okay. Why can I never see these things?
We enter the temple the moment they take the key seal. Get ready to cut up their diving suits.
Oh, it's a good thing I killed Fishface and I gave him over to Throgmorton. What an asshole.
Forget them. Get the seed and the seal now.
Alright, where else?
Okay. What? It's shivering. This. No! Get away from me!
I think I'm starting to get the picture.
Alright, so this was one.
Okay. What? It's shivering.
And then this is two.
This. No! Get away from me!
And then we got three right here.
The moment they take the key seal.
Where is it?
Get ready to cut up.
Boom!
Forget them. Get the seed
There's another one?
and the seal now.
Did it just reset it on me? Alright, well, we'll just go in fucking chronological order of them running. One.
We enter the temple the moment they
Two.
take the key seal. Forget them. Get the seed and the seal now.
Okay. What? It's shivering.
Is there a fourth one
This.
that I'm missing?
No! Get away from me!
No, they can't because it reset. How was the first one not correct? Okay. So one, I got it. It's process of elimination. Don't judge me.
The moment they take the key seal, get ready to cut up their diving suits.
Okay. What? It's
Unless that's what I did.
Forget them. Get the seed and the seal now.
The expedition found an artifact that drove them mad. Then the Innsmouthers stole it and the professor in one go.
Alright, so am I done here? Let's go to the Mind Palace. Such a arrogant name he has for it. Underwater artifact. And oh, okay. Alright, there's still clearly things I'm missing. I just went to the Mind Palace, man. What is this? Innsmouthers ambushed the expedition on the seabed in the caverns they had discovered. They waited until Professor Doe took the artifact and then attacked. Attackers seized the professor and the object, leaving the remaining as to their fates. And it keeps telling me to go to the damn Mind Palace. Yeah, what? What do you want from me? The Innsmouthers know the truth about this madness. They need the artifact and Harriet, the one who took it. I see. We're still there? We're still at the Mind Palace thing? The outbreak of madness on the Titania was caused by Albert's presence. So, it's a good thing I didn't save the survivors, huh? They're down here? Okay, we're still doing things in the Mind Palace. Which means all of these things combine to form... Oh. The Innsmouthers or Harriet must have the answers about this madness. It's too dangerous to save the survivors. Well, it's a good thing I already killed them. Because I knew it was dangerous. I didn't need the Mind Palace to do simple math. 1 + 1 is 2. Quick math. Alright, I can leave this place now, right? I'm gonna leave.
I'm not finished here yet.
I'm gonna stay. What am I supposed to be looking for? I don't know how to get over there. And I don't know what this is. I probably need the, Yeah, I don't know what this is. Can someone tell me what this stupid fucking symbol means? Where's the options? Still doesn't make any damn sense to me. Alright, where was there something I could have picked up at some point here? I ain't do shit for me. Alright, there was like a gun that I picked up at some point.
The scientists didn't even take their tools with them. The scientists didn't even take their tools with them.
Oh, that was when I was in my suit. Okay, I really am at a loss for what to do. Okay, there's no mount. Did I maybe fuck it up because I killed them? Maybe you weren't supposed to kill them. In which case, you'd think they would have ended the game. There he is. Whoops. Okay, where's my phone? I'm not gonna sit in this stupid cave the whole entire time. I look like Play-Doh to you? I don't fucking think so. My internet is not working, which is fucking-tastic. Their bodies are disappeared, and I'm by myself. What is this? What is this thing? This is a camera? That looks nothing like a motherfucking camera. Even the old school cameras. I know what the old school cameras look like. They have the curtain and it goes over your head and shit. But this does not look anything like that. You can't blame me for that. Am I done? I'm just keep taking motherfucking pictures. Okay. We're done. That did not look like a goddamn camera. Okay. It's stupid. I knew that person tried too hard in design class. Just put a camera icon. I don't care if it looks like the camera. Like the camera that is in the game. Just make it look like a camera that anybody could recognize in real life. I need you to give me icons as if it's an iPhone. Because I'm not going to understand what that is. Extra clip. Set up twice as many traps. I haven't set up one single trap this entire time. Requires knowledge point. Requires knowledge point. How many knowledge points does it require for this one that's going to save my life? 0 knowledge points. Alright, I don't know where my knowledge point went. If I used it or if I didn't use it, honestly, I don't care. I'm just gonna get out of this cave. That's actually really fucking pimp. And although he is in a pressurized suit, how does that work? It'll still be pretty tough on your body, I bet. Alright, get me out of here. I was expecting to fight some. That wasn't too bad. I wonder if this is like still a job that people do. Freelance detective work. But not for like stupid shit, but like shit like this. I guess I'd be a journalist. Never mind. It just switched. What in the Fight Club just happened? Ah, coins. Yup, still all the same shit. Okay. Can I change my clothes? I grow tired of what I'm wearing. So I'm going to get my wind coat on. I have that one on. I'm going to get my unburdened newcomer. The weather's a little bit iffy, so I don't want to wear a white shirt. Alright, where am I going now? Photo of the Innsmouther killed in the Underworld Temple. He's wearing a strange amulet with the image. For some reason, he is armed with a ceremonial dagger. Okay. And the Innsmouthers ambushed the expedition. They waited until Professor Doe took the artifact, then attacked. The attacker seized the professor and the object, leaving them. So I'm going to go find Mr. Throgmorton, I guess. Blech. And on a random note, I'm taking all this shit. And on another random note, I listened to Kanye released the first part of his Vultures album, and I didn't listen to the whole thing entirely. But I listened to a good amount of it. Probably most of the songs, if you combine the older versions of the songs and then the new ones that were added. I pretty much listened to the whole thing, except for maybe a couple verses here and there. But what I was saying, and I think it was my, what was that game? How'd I forget that game? Oh, my Terminator playthrough. That he should take more time because he's like, he was right at the cusp of having a classic. If
I'm watching you, newcomer.
Yeah, well, watch me go into your kitchen and steal your shit. If part 2 and part 3 sound like this part 1, then easily I think it's pretty classic as far as his catalog is concerned. Like, pretty easily. Because the production is so much better than when it was first announced. I'm glad he took the extra time. I definitely now feel like it is what people were saying some insider info or whatever the fuck. The first thing to come out when they were like, it's kind of like a mix between My Beautiful Dark Fantasy and Graduation and blah 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 blah. And then the first listening party I heard, it was like definitely not anything like that. But after this, pretty fucking good. I like that he's breaking the stigma of not being able to live up to your previous work. Finally, he sounds focused. And I know him and old Drakey boy still have a thing going on. So if you want to look at it from entertainment perspective, releasing it in 3 parts is interesting, because that way, you know, when you talk about like girls heavy, Drake is going to want to say something. So if he says anything and part 2 or part 3 aren't out yet, that gives you ample time to not have to go and start a whole new project or put out a random single where everybody knows that's like, oh, you're just responding. So it's kind of like, it was a little bit of like a genius strategy, because they know, everybody knows they like to go at each other. They know they like to go at each other. I don't know if that's what Kanye was thinking, but that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing the strategy behind it. Like, oh, okay, if you say something on this first part, don't worry, I got a second part. Everybody's used to my delays now. I could delay it for another 2 months, 3 months. It doesn't even fucking matter. Oh, you said something about the second part? Guess what? There's a third part. My third part, I don't even have anything on that. I just told people there's a third part. I'm going to add like 17 tracks. I got 1 song for the third part. But just from music standpoint, being a fan, this is gonna be seen as one of his best projects in a very long time, without a doubt. I'm pretty sure, and it definitely probably should win the award. I'm trying to think of who's gonna come out who could beat Kanye, as far as this goes. And it was smart for him to put it out after the Grammys, because I'm pretty sure he put it out after the Grammys to make sure for this year he's in the running. And I guarantee you he's like, I want to put out a great project because I know they're going to snub me and I want to make a point. That sounds like something he would do. And the only people I think could beat Kanye as far as a Grammy goes is if Rihanna drops, and maybe Lana Del Rey, or maybe if we get a surprise project from J. Cole or Kendrick or somebody. Where am I going? I looked at the map, but I wasn't really looking. Basically not a lot of people could beat him. And as far as genre defining, I don't think there's a single person that could beat him. Not when he gets in his bag and he's really trying. I mean, I would say that Kendrick could do it, but Kendrick's at that part where he's exhausted a lot of, the stuff that you talk about when you first come out. And that's not because he's a bad artist, that's just natural progression things. So I think the next 2 projects for Kendrick, because he'd probably only give you like 1 or 2 more, then he'll retire for good. It'll probably be a little bit of a struggle for him. So I don't really see anybody coming through this year and getting Kanye out the way. Drake could definitely do it if he decides it's something he wants to do. But Drake and Kanye are like, you never get to see the best of either of them because they're just doing their own fucking thing. And it usually takes some sort of big life event or maybe each other to get them to really try. That's kind of weird. It does really take like each other for them to put out their best work at this point. You guys have a fucked up relationship. I don't envy you one bit. How do I get to the thing? I gotta turn around. But overall, super good. I love the first track so much. Stars. Oh, it's really good. And then on his second to last track, I think it's called Problematic. He went in. Kanye was spitting like some super dope shit. When Kanye gets into his Hove bag, oh, it's about to be fire. When Kanye starts rapping like Hove, it's gonna be a good time for the listener. Where's Mr. Throgmorton? Where's this punk at?
Door won't budge.
Honestly, I don't think Kanye West is anti-Semitic. I'm sure me giving him Kanye West compliments is in bad taste as far as a lot of people are concerned, but I don't think he's anti-Semitic. Just based off of how much he cares about like the world around him. He could be. I could be totally fucking wrong about that because I don't know the guy. But it doesn't seem like he actually is. I think it might be one of those situations where if you, like he says a lot of names, but there are probably certain names where if you said them out loud, you would disappear. Or no, you wouldn't disappear, you'd have a car crash. So it's probably that type of situation. Because I can't see. It doesn't seem like the type of guy who would be like that. But once again, I could be fucking wrong. I honestly don't care. You shouldn't hate anybody, but yeah, we're in this fucking world, so. If you haven't noticed, there's a lot of hate here, but there's also a lot of love.
You're the man who handled the problems in the port. Seemed like a sharp sleuth. Wanna make something on the side?
Pay me, I'm in.
You pay, I work. That's the job.
Ah, a fellow businessman. I'm Vincent, but you can call me Vince. First task is to find the ship's log for the Pride.
Charles Reed. A few questions, if I may.
Sure.
What can you tell me about the Pride?
The Pride.
That's where to start.
Mostly rumors. The captain was an exemplary patriot. Always had a flag with him. His last shipment may have been chemicals and metal barrels.
It could be resting on the seabed 1,000 miles away. What makes you think it can be found?
I wouldn't waste my money on you unless I had hope. Local drunkards say they saw the barge on the sunken road near the fish market.
Good. I'll check the place and bring you the Pride's ship log if it's still there.
Really? Kanye West and Drake are just like Democrats and Republicans for me. I'm not particularly on either side. Drake is definitely the Democrat. You know, he'll get some things done behind the scenes. It's not super loud, but he'll let you know, hey, fuck you. And then Kanye is the Republican. You know, he's loud, he's brash, he's in your face about it. He says, we need this now. I will fucking fight you for it. And then, boom, music taste done. Conversation over. You can agree with both sides. Some make good points, some don't.
Are you looking for a ship log?
Maybe I'll tell you.
If we have it in our politics, it makes sense we have it in our music.
In my line of work, you don't get far without appreciating the need for privacy. I understand.
It's called equilibrium.
See you later.
In any system that you ever build, there will be two sides and then a third party to bring it together, just like a motherfucking atom. Now, Where is Mr. Throgmorton, and how do I find him? But overall, I'm excited for the other parts. Probably going to do the same thing and just kind of skim through them. Unless something sticks out to me, because that's just the way I listen to music at the current moment. But I'm ready for it. I'm still 1000% behind all the new kids more than anyone that's been around for a while. But, you know, we'll see we'll see which kids, or new faces, I call everyone kids, it's a bad habit. We'll see which new faces grab the reins and start driving the generation. Where am I supposed to find Mr. Throgmorton? Look at how big this stupid fucking map is. I'm not gonna run around this whole damn place. Okay, maybe if I go to his house. Where's the manor? Climb. Climb. Din-din-din-din-din-din. Din-din-din-din-din-din. Let's make sure. Oh, my fucking controller. So, bounty at sea. A man called Vincent wants to hire me to find the ship's logs. He's waiting near the entrance to Oakmont Port. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the main quests. So let me talk to Throgmorton. Woo! Go, move forward. As far as the Grammys that just passed, I don't have a fucking opinion on it. I just know that Taylor Swift definitely should have won Album of the Year. I love hip hop, but I mean, come the fuck on. Are you kidding? And that's not, I think I talked about this, but that's not even because of the quality of the project. That's just because everywhere you fucking went, it was nothing but Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift all the time. Because if you're talking quality of the project, then none of you people in the mainstream should be winning Album of the Year except Killer Mike. Because Killer Mike is the hint at, like, the underground. Underground always puts out better music. Always. All the time. Never has a year passed where the underground didn't put out better music. And do you know why artists get popular and their first albums are the best? Because they're still in that underground state of mind. Kendrick was, Cole was, Drake was, Kanye was, fucking Nicki Minaj was, Beyonce was, whoever the fuck you want to talk about. Those first like 2 albums, they're still in underground mode. And then you fast forward 4 albums and they're out of underground mode. So it's very hard to make something as good as when you're in underground mode. So every fucking year until the day you die, and your kids and your grandkids, the underground will always make better music. It's that hunger. You're not rich yet. Or you're just getting rich. And it's like my whole life changed type of feeling. But when you settle into your new life, you're not gonna make the most incredible shit anymore. It just usually doesn't happen. You got too many bills at this point. You gotta fucking shake too many hands. You can't walk down the street without people bothering you. It's just like you're on planet Alien of I can't relate to you. So how do you relate to a ton of people the way you did when you were coming up when now you're not relatable? You could talk about relatable stuff, but I can't relate to you. Aside from the basic like human shit. like you had a kid, or somebody died, or you hooked on drugs and stuff like that. But for the most part, you got enough money to get rid of all those problems. So I based the Grammys album, best album, on how easily is it for me to get away from it. Beyonce's album, I would say, was the better album, but I couldn't get away from Taylor Swift this year. There were motherfucking news stories about how 14-year-old girls were causing small earthquakes because of her stadium shows. Like, that, based off that news story alone, how can you give Album of the Year to anybody else? Are you fucking serious? These stupid little spaghetti leg creatures who don't know what volume means are causing earthquakes. That sounds offensive, but just believe me, it's really funny. So don't get mad about that. But there's no way. You can't give it to anybody else. And I've had my fill. So this year, Taylor Swift won't win anything. And if she does, then I'll be a little irritated. I'm gonna talk to you in just a sec. I just got... What the fuck? Oh, it's your son.
The mortician has touched him up well.
I just need to see what I could take in your house. Nothing. Oh, look at these guys. You got some Egyptian dudes. Or maybe Maori. Zulu. And then you got a deer that has nothing to do with Egypt. It's not even like an impala, it's just a straight up deer. And a bear, also not found in Egypt.
The door won't budge.
And Greek things. You have quite the eclectic taste. I do like the plants though. I always wanted to design a house that has, living walls. Doesn't sound very sustainable in the sense that I would be able to make it work. But it is a dream of mine to live in a living house. And if I ever become a millionaire out of nowhere, I'm definitely investing way too much money into this.
Bad news, Mr. Throckmorton. The expedition members are dead, and the Innsmouthers kidnapped the professor.
Those degenerates, they dare get in my way.
The Innsmouthers were there to kidnap Professor Dell. They took her and the artifact she found, and they left the others to die.
Artifact? What artifact? Where did you find them? Tell me everything.
Your men found some kind of underwater temple. In it was an ancient artifact. The Innsmouthers call it the Seal. The Innsmouthers...
Seal!
Wait. Your men took the item, and the Innsmouthers took their chance and made off with Professor Dell and the artifact.
How did they catch them off guard?
He's never
Seems
gonna live that
after
down.
the seal was taken from its place, everyone in the expedition suffered some kind of mental breakdown. The Innsmouthers must have known about that and waited for the right moment.
They knew what was going to happen. Inconceivable. Wait a moment, how did you know they were Innsmouthers?
One of the attackers was killed by a member of the expedition. I have a photo.
My expedition failed. My boy was killed. This is more than personal, Mr. Reed. This is a threat to everyone.
They have Harriet and the artifact she found, but she may still be alive.
That's why I hesitate to wipe their fish-faced kin from Oakmont this instant. But we won't sit idle. Find them, Mr. Reed. Not the grunts, but their leaders. Infiltrate their ranks if need be. Bring me my professor back.
Will do. And also, Ice Spice should have definitely gotten Artist of the Year. She wasn't the better artist out of the people who won, but once again, I couldn't get away from Ice Spice's music. And on that point of Ice Spice, I can't tell you how distraught I was when the song came out and I realized that it wasn't "thank you the shit, bitch, you're not even a thought," but she said fart. And so now I have to erase the word fart every time I hear it and replace it with thought, because that is not a good line anymore to me. I get it. I get the connection between shit and fart, but you should have said thought. But it's okay, because you should have won Best Artist or newest Best New Artist, and you didn't. But you should have.
I'm looking into the madness, not politics and power games.
And your best source of information is currently in the slimy hands of those Innsmouthers. Professor Doe shared the visions. She found something inside those rooms, and now they have her. She knows something crucial, I'm certain. There's also a more delicate matter I wanted to discuss with you, Mr. Reed.
I can be delicate when it matters, so shoot.
I have a colleague, you might say. His name is Herbert Glover. Like myself, he's a collector of fine art.
I'm a detective, Mr. Throgmorton, not a burglar.
I don't care for your insinuation, Mr. Reed. I would never be so crass as to hire a thief. I had a meeting arranged with Herbert. One of great importance, shall we say. One at which he failed to appear. I want you to find out why.
I'm in.
Very good, Mr. Reed. There is one final detail. This case must remain secret, and you must not reveal to anyone for whom you are working.
Discretion.
Look at that
is
book
my
in the
last
background. Did you see that?
Indeed. Here is Herbert's address and in advance for your investigation. You will find it's fair.
More is my safe word. Okay. Yeah, I should probably end the part on that.
Have a good day.
More points on the Grammys might be hot takes, but at this point, I mean, we fucking complain about the Grammys so often, and we fall into the same trap of them wanting us to complain about the Grammys, that you may as well just let the most popular people win every single time, and then eventually someone else with deep pockets will come around and be like, I'm gonna make a True to the Artist Grammy Award ceremony. And then, you know, it'll be the same thing as Twitch and Kick. It'll just switch. I mean, fucking Jay-Z might come out and do it. Who knows? Though, as we've seen many times before, getting those types of things off the ground is very difficult. Whether it's a sports league, an award show, or a streaming service. Your chances? About the same as you catching lightning in a bottle twice. But keep trying. Eventually someone will figure it out. I do like this book, however. I like books with nice, detailed covers. And we're going to continue this on the next episode of Batman Chronicles in Gotham City. Because I got to eat some dinner and food and probably check up. You know, see who won the game. Is it my team? Which is the 49ers, because I'm from the Bay? Maybe, hopefully. Who played in the halftime show? And what type of controversy can I pull for that? Pull from that for my next episode. Because we're just going to bottom feed on the controversy. Right, Bruno? Bruno doesn't talk much. He lets his shoddy talk for him. But anyway, I'm going to see you later. So a part's going to be a part. And without any further ado, I bid you adieu. And until next time, bye.